What up, Dokkanners? I know some of you guys have already been running around asking people where are all of these tickets, if you have all of these tickets already, and when you can actually use them. In this video, we're going to talk about when and where you can actually pick up all these tickets, because as of this moment, as of me recording this video, during the countdown campaign, you don't have access to this. But if you're watching this later on, you might already have some tickets, or you might have almost all of them. So hopefully this video will help you out no matter what level you're at in terms of your ticket searching journey. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Dokkan Wiki, and we're going to see all of the different missions that are needed to pick up all 50 of these tickets. These tickets can be used to summon on the 77 special summon, which gives you a guaranteed whopping 3 LRs, on top of which you've got a pretty impressive featured list here. So this is definitely worth pursuing. For those of you who might tend to dismiss these sort of missions because there's just too many, I assure you, these missions, are very easy to do, and they intentionally make it so that new players and any player of any level can actually get all of these tickets done so that they can have that feel-good story of getting a guaranteed triple LR multi. That's a pretty good deal. And this is the first of its kind. In years past, we've had 1 guaranteed LR at most. We've never had 2. Now we're jumping up to 3. So no matter where you stand on the value of this banner, it is absolutely worth summoning on, at least with the free-to-play one. If you want to spend 300 stones right at the start of the celebration, be my guest, but that is entirely on a case-by-case basis. But enough stalling, let's take a look at the missions for the tickets here. Let me actually zoom in to make this easier. Also, there's this feature on my browser where I can highlight things. I didn't realize I could do that. So this is going to look a little pretty. So here we go. Quick run through here. They're broken down into 3 parts. Actually, let me scroll down and show you how many parts and how many tickets we get for each one. So this is the breakdown. You're going to be getting 7 tickets on the first login. You're going to be getting 15 tickets on the part 1. So as soon as it starts, you're going to have a grand total of 22, basically, if you finish all the missions quick enough. 22. Then on the special missions, part 2, you're going to get 13 more. So that means you're going to be at 35. And then the last of the tickets will happen at the start of part 3, which is another 15, which brings your total to 50. And again, it is 50 because they don't want to keep going with this whole 66, 77 thing, because it's getting increasingly more overwhelming. And there is an unfortunate reality that tends to happen when it comes to these sort of things. At the end of the 7-year anniversary or any anniversary, if people still have some tickets left over, like the 77 tickets, meaning they weren't able to redeem them all because they didn't complete the quest, they're going to have to then use those tickets in single form or in smaller clusters to then do single summons, which just seems horrible. If you have to do a single summon on a banner that gives you triple LRs on its unique multi, that is not a good thing to have to deal with. So because of that, I think they want to just cap it off at 50 to make it very easy for all players. So now let's take a look at all the missions. Part 1 is green. Obtain 5 skill orbs, very easy. Equip 3 of them, up to 3. You're going to get more tickets. Use the support memory once and 3 times. That's very easy to do. This is just simply various aspects of Dokkan. Z awaken any character once 5 times. Clear Fateful Meeting, Bulma, Vegeta, Burn Marriage, Decisive Battle, Big Circle once 5 times. These are basically the free-to-play events for Goku, Chi-Chi, and Vegeta, Bulma. These are going to be very appealing events for you guys to run through at the start of the 7-year anniversary, because I talked about this in my last video. The 7-year anniversary celebration starts on one date, and then the banner releases 2 days-ish afterwards. So for those first 2 days, you're going to have access to the Red Zone, a multitude of different Dokkan events, these story events, and several summoning banners. So you're going to be pretty busy with all of this stuff, and that's probably the best time to do it, right? Because once the 7-year summonable LRs come out, you're not going to want to mess with these free-to-plays. Like, most of you guys are probably not going to care. Of course, the free-to-play friendly players will, but some of you will not. So let's move on now. Clear Lineage of a Great Father. Isn't this the same thing? This is the Gohan, Goten, Trunks one? Yeah. Okay. Clear any Dokkan event 1, 3, 5, 7 times. If you still have not done your cheat sheet preparation for the 7-year anniversary units, you could do that during part 1. If you do, feel free to screen capture this image right here. This is my Toon patented screen cheat sheet for the 7-year anniversary new units. I have broken down every single medal requirement that is needed and where you can get them. Some of them are not available at the start of the 7-year. Some of them will only release once the banner's released, which will be 2 days later. But that is only accounting for essentially half of the medals. You can acquire the rest of them early on, and I strongly recommend that you do. So if you do that during part 1, you will also complete these missions. Complete or consume 100, 300, 500, 700, and 777 stamina during the event. So each one will give you a different ticket, totaling to, what was it, like 15 tickets? That's part 1. Moving on to part 2 now. We're color coding this with blue. Clear Fateful Meeting, Bulma, Vegeta 3 times. They're also incrementally like adding more layers to the units as the parts go on. So that's why you're gonna have to revisit these events during part 2. So clear it 3 times, clear the Goku Chi-Chi one 3 times, clear the LR Gohan Goten Trunks event 7 times, 3 and 7 times. Use the support memory, equip another skill orb. See, look at how nice they're being. Clear any stage 3, 5, 7, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 times. Any stage though, it could be anything. It could be Dokkan event, could be regular story event, could be quest mode, could be anything. Okay. Win any Extreme Z battle 1, 3, 5 times. Of course, during part 2, we will be starting to receive those EZAs. We are getting the God Goku Vegeta and the Omega Shenron and the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So that is why this mission is here. Clear a Dokkan event, a character, Dokkan Awaken, excuse me, a character once or twice. Okay. That is pretty easy. Moving on to part 3 now. So part 3 is color coded in pink. Is this pink or purple? This is purple, right? This is like lavender. Let me know in the comments. Is this pink or purple? Am I going crazy? I feel like this is like lilac. Maybe this is lilac. All right, clear any stage 3, 5, 7 times. Sure. Clear any stage with at least 3 Goku's family characters on the team. Clear any stage with at least 3 Vegeta's family characters on the team. This one is not exactly specific to anything, but on part 3, I think that's when we get the Extreme Z areas for the free-to-play units. So on those events, you could actually try to get these done at the same time, getting an event done with 3 Goku's families and 3 Vegeta's families. Perform 1, 2, 3 steps of the Extreme Z Awakening. Yep, that's for the easy areas. Perform 7 steps of Extreme Z Awakening on the Goku Chi-Chi, Vegeta Bulma, Goten Trunks, and Gohan. Those are the that's the LR free to play. Activate 100% of the potential for the Goku and Chi-Chi and the Vegeta Bulma and the Gohan Goten Trunks. Let me actually pull up those 3 events. Those are the rest of the missions. Let me pull up those 3 events. Do they all have their own hidden potential stage in there? I gotta check. I haven't really looked here. No. So they are asking you to rainbow them using your own hard-earned orbs. So that will be a bit of an investment. I would say, if anything, that is probably going to be the toughest one, unless they have missions that get... Oh, no, never mind. They have missions. You're fine. They're going to take care of you. You have missions. You'll be all right. So you'll be getting missions done for this. And then for the Goku Chi-Chi, they also give missions with hidden... Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're going to have to invest some orbs yourself, which will unfortunately be a reality. But if you do, then you will get more tickets, which you got to have. So this one is probably the one that I have a bit of a problem with, because it forces players to have enough hidden potential. If they're new, they probably don't have enough. If they're veteran players, they kind of have to just save in advance, but that's not really something that you would typically be asked to do in the game. So this one's kind of whack. But other than that, everything else is very easy. Again, you need all 50. You cannot do this with 49. You can't do this with 48. You can't negotiate your way to doing the multi unless you have all 50 tickets, and that can only be done by doing all of these. So there you have it, folks. Depending on where you are at this moment in time, if you're watching this at the start of part 2, part 3, part 1, hello, and hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, which of these missions do you think might pose the most problem for you? Do you think accumulating enough hidden potential orbs for these 3 units might be tough, or do you think that it's going to be a piece of cake for you as a new player or a veteran, whoever you are answering the question? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to ticket hunt responsibly.